cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know.
What's up, good people, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. 96, along with Freddie G, K Money, and Slash. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. I want everybody on YouTube to go out and subscribe and click the like button. Follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast and on IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. What's up, good people, and welcome back to another edition of Think Thursday. This week's, fellas, I'm gonna keep it simple: cause and effect. Cause and effect. It's just that simple. We're just gonna be talking about different things that happen worldwide in our lives, just everywhere in general, and you guys will be proud of me for this one because listeners, if you didn't tune in to a Friday episode, I had a Friday episode called Black Wall Street, and a lot of meat was left on the bone on there that we needed to talk about. So for that reason alone, I actually came up with this show because I think Slash got on me the most, followed by Freddie G and K Money, about the things that we left out about Black Wall Street, the cause of it falling. But before we get into that, we're gonna go into I'm gonna go to another example, right? So you know how it will flow. So the first one here is the 911, 9/11, 911. Listen to me, 9/11. The cause, the 9/11 terrorist attacks in 2011. All right, so that was we know what the cause, right? So the effect, the things that happened after, that's what I want to talk about. The things that happened after 9/11, such as when we go to the airport now, the security was heightened. So much stuff happened because of 9/11. And I want to talk to you fellas about it. And I want to talk about it. So, can you guys think of anything else that happened because of 9/11?
Man, people lost a lot of family members. So you had a lot of family just, in, I don't want to say rage, but you had a lot of people grieving at the time and still thinking about the exact moment that building fell or the exact moment that plane went through it. So, I mean, I can't imagine what people had to go through, but I'm sure they endured more than I could ever know because I didn't have family members in it. But I sympathize for that situation, knowing what actually happened in 911. It was not the fact that the planes made the building fall. That's not what happened. The government, some kind of way, planted bombs around there and boom, imploded the building.
Do you think that was the cause of it?
The buildings imploded.
And the whole frame falling down, because it doesn't make sense.
A plane can't hit that and make
hit
the
building
implode.
And then because it and the way it fell,
it's just no way, bro. You've seen it on movies where the building falls inside of itself.
Yeah,
that's bombs around the frame of the building, well as the middle. That's the only way it's gonna go down. Now look, you see how tall the empire. I mean, not whatever the buildings are.
Yeah, the towers.
Let's just think if it was only one of those, they wasn't next to each other. The plane had just as much force. The plane went through the building. The building is stable enough to not rock, but seemed to me like if the building was gonna fall when the plane hit it, it would have tipped over right then, right?
It would have. Not only that, it fell, like you said, straight down.
Straight down.
I don't know if you ever seen the scene in The Wires in episode 3, and when it goes to season 3, episode 1, when they do when they knock down the buildings, but it's controlled.
It's imploded.
It's controlled. So when the building comes down, they come straight down.
Yeah.
But you get the little dust.
That's imploding. That's an implosion.
You're right, Slash. That's exactly what it's called.
It's only done by explosions. That was an exploded They exploded those buildings, and there was so much of that building left. Even if the plane went in 5 or 6 stories, that's at the top of the building.
Okay.
All them floors, 20 floors under. You mean to tell me they fell because the plane hit way up there? No. And see, the government wants you to believe that they was protecting everybody, but you killed majority of the people. The plane didn't kill as many people as you did, as the government did.
Yep.
You know, so it's kind of like the stuff that they want you to believe. It's up to you to have an open eye on a lot of situations. If your eye is not open, man, you're gonna lose, and you're not gonna be thinking if you're just listening to what the government tell. Cause they'll tell you anything. They'll tell you, hey, they'll piss on you and say it's raining.
And you know what? Since we talking about implosions, I think the cause, because slowly third ward is being taken from up.
Yeah, they changing.
Right? And I think, you know, the cause of it is because they're, you know, other races, people of a lighter hue are realizing you can get on 610, 288, 45, 59 from third ward, right?
Yeah.
And everything's is accessible.
Exactly.
I think the only reason why they haven't fully taken third ward, and you heard it here first, is because of the CUNY homes. It's a landmark, right?
Well,
CUNY,
certain stuff they can't move.
yeah.
Which CUNY homes may be one of them.
CUNY homes. It's a landmark. So used to be old army bases.
But you got to think that didn't stop them from building around it. Man, they got stuff right there next to on Alabama. They building new stuff over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All up and down and through third ward, near the CUNY homes, everything.
But there's gentrification going on now. So if you notice, a lot of we got high rise. What's going on third ward? They never had no nice apartments like that.
Well, what they're gonna do is make the property value so high to where whoever owns a CUNY home gonna have to get up out of there.
That's why I say that's where the implosions come in. I feel, that's why I say you heard it here first. I feel, and I normally don't say feel, but I really feel like they're gonna bust a move, and they're gonna probably evacuate everybody before they do it. But I think they'll blow it up. I think they will actually implode those, because that is the only thing for them really keeping them fully taking third ward away from us.
The CUNY home.
Yeah, CUNY home.
So I want to go back to 9/11.
Yeah, I was just about to do the same thing.
Yeah. We just going back. I just got off topic, y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to go back to 9/11 for a second. So, cause and effect. I think that the effect of that was a war.
The effect was a what? But
well. After 9/11, we had a war on terrorism.
We sure did. Yeah, the war.
And in addition to the hiding of security alerts, but with the planes crashing into the building, the security alert was heightened. That's the effect of that cause. War on terrorism. That's the effect of that cause. And so ultimately, which led to Bin Laden being killed. So that was the effect.
That was the effect.
It wasn't just heightened security at airports, but it was pretty much all
everywhere.
Yeah, you know, trains, buses.
Terrible.
But Slash, I wanted to touch on something you were saying in regards to the buildings being imploded, which it makes very much sense to me, seeing how they fell. Had you heard any of that, or that Slash's conspiracy theory?
I've seen things in TV shows explaining how a building fell,
and I've seen several implosions, you know, myself,
and
like
they all
I said,
look the same.
That never had dawned on me until I just heard it from out your mouth just now. Though,
me too. I was thinking.
Really?
I said, you know what?
Y'all didn't know.
I mean, well, I when you said it, I immediately, like I said, I thought about the episode when they had the controlled implosion on The Wire. And I said, that does make sense, because that building came straight down with the dust. But it came straight down. It didn't explode outwards. No bricks
falls on top of just turn into rubble.
The hard part I have with that then, because then I would have to think that, did the government know these planes were going to do this to where they would already have these bombs planted here?
That's the part.
Yep.
No, because the planes would have been obviously the...
But that's why I'm saying I think the government already knew it was a whole planned thing. I think this whole thing was planned, man, because there's no way that building imploded and y'all got up under there and put those bombs there after those planes hit that thing. And
I'm not a
or was it the government
architect
that did it? It could have been
Because they
somebody else.
They did perfectly fall down, and
They-
no other buildings
They
got.
didn't hit nothing else. They
Yeah.
imploded, fell right on top of whatever it was. It could have been the government, or it could have been another agency that put those bombs there, knowing that those planes was going through there. But what I do know is that building wasn't supposed to fall had them planes not hit it.
You ain't lying, because they hit the top floors. If anything,
Because the planes didn't have to hit the building for the building to fall. If they wanted to implode the buildings, they could have did that without the planes going through it. So it had nothing to do, and that's why I'm saying whoever flew the planes did not put the bombs under the building.
makes sense. All right, listeners, if you're just tuning in, we're going to talk about the cause of Black Wall Street. The cause of the fall of Black Wall Street. This is the meat that I left on the bone. Freddie G opened it up for us. What was the cause of Black Wall Street? Wall Street. And get
You
us.
left the meat on the bone.
I left
you
the-
tell me what the cause was.
No, you know the juicy story,
no.
the inside scoop.
Listen.
You was
You know what?
I agree with Freddie G.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
okay.
So, I do agree you left some meat on the bone, right? But this is your opportunity to show that I may have left some meat on the bone the first time, but this time I come to devour the rest of the meat that's on the bone.
I need y'all help to devour.
Let me
because
say this.
Go ahead. Slash.
So there was a lot of jealous people, because black people are succeeding in every aspect of life. They got everything. We making our own food. Grocery stores, banks, clothes, shoes, hats, whatever was popular amongst the black community we were doing. We were able to accomplish these things. Now, the fact that there was hate going on because of what your culture is an effect to, a cause to this place being bombed or fired on or set on fire. That's what these people did. These people came into the Black Wall Street, set buildings on fire, blowing them up or whatever the hell they could do.
Okay.
That's the cause of it falling, because black people were able, in a sense.
But before that,
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the deal.
Yes.
There was an elevator attendant.
Yes, exactly.
She's a white woman. Now, allegedly, this young black man, got on the elevator and allegedly fondled, touched, rape, or whatever you want to call it. And apparently a store owner looked and saw this and was like, hey, you did this to this lady. Well, another story was that the guy was getting on the elevator and he actually tripped. And when he tripped, he actually grabbed hold to her to break his fall. And so there was rumors that, he tried to assault this white woman, and he tried to do X, Y, and Z. So he was arrested. When he was arrested, there was probably like about 100 or so white men with shotguns and pistols and pickup trucks or whatever. They went to the police station because they was waiting for this guy. Well, black folks was like, hell no. We're gonna go protect one of our own. So they go get their stuff and they go to the police station. So the cause of Black Wall Street, in my opinion, is that allegedly this black man assaulted a white woman.
So, real quick, that's the cause, right? Of all the
Just my opinion.
of the hoopla. Yes.
What's the cause? What do you have as cause?
That was the same. I had the same. I just wanted him to get into detail about that part of the story because
okay, now I'm caught up.
yeah.
We can continue.
All right, now the effect to me, and this is why I wanted to talk about it. That's what I wanted to talk about more of the effect. Had it not, just say he never tripped on the lady in the elevator. Do you know the effect it would have had if Black Wall Street still existed to this day? How many more black families would be money
probably
that would have money?
A lot more.
I believe that city and state will be thriving when it comes to black folks
But
a little bit more.
But we like to move.
Yeah, of course.
We like to move.
Of
and
course,
venture out.
of course. But you got to start where it's at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
If back then, that city and state where Black Wall Street was,
Mm-hmm.
if they had that back then, these other cities and states, when it come to black people,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't thriving as much as that city and state.
Right.
So, had that not happened, when it comes to black folks, that city and state would be, when it comes to black folks, in my opinion, would be more thriving and more booming had that not happened. Yeah, of course we would have been where we are in other black cities, other states and other cities and blacks.
Right, 'cause I think-
but today, if you look at the economics today in that city and state, when it comes to black people, I think it would have been better than it is now.
Right.
I agree.
I agree with that too.
But I don't think. I think if it had never occurred, I don't think folks would have ventured out of Oklahoma. Like Freddie G said, that city would have been thriving. Therefore, it would have probably drawn more blacks. They could have been how Atlanta was.
And it still is. Right. And
Well, Oklahoma City is not.
it's not.
But it could have been that Atlanta before Atlanta became Atlanta.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you got to think, people from Atlanta, they moved to California, they moved to Houston, they moved to Florida, to New Yorks. So think about from the 1930s,
They moved before Atlanta
1920s.
became.
No. I said people in Atlanta now that have their businesses, they'll move here to Houston and start a business.
To venture out.
To venture out. So you got to think from 1920s till now, how many successful businesses would have done that over a 100-year period? I think we would be in a much better position had we still had Black Wall Street. I think more states would be,
I can see what you're saying
Yeah.
by venturing out, but
because it'd be oversaturated in 100 years. It would have been oversaturated.
would've grown.
you're looking at
Yeah.
the outward part of it, right? Which I'm not disagreeing. You're looking at the outward part.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, look at where it started, and think about what it is today. What Oklahoma City is today when it comes to black people and thriving.
Exactly.
Had that not happened, what will Oklahoma City be today?
True.
Had that not
Had
happened?
that not happened, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It would have
right.
been Atlanta before
You're right.
Atlanta became Atlanta.
Yeah, you're right.
In my opinion, I think it would have been
Exactly. All right. COVID-19 pandemic 2020. The cause. Nasty motherfuckers is the cause to me. Motherfuckers not covering their mouth.
Pangola meat.
That's not the cause.
He said that's not the cause. What's the cause? Slash.
Say Freddie G. Pangola.
Somebody sitting
I'm just
here
saying some stuff, man.
creating
Created.
this disease.
Yes.
That's the cause of the COVID-19. COVID-19 was created. It's not a natural disease that forms just from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It was created. The cause is whoever created this nonsense was created to simplify earth and get rid of all walks of life, or however many it could get rid of at the time. That's the only thing COVID-19 came and did, killed a bunch of people.
And that was the effect of it.
Well, the effect was a lot of death, fear,
Masking up. Something
Job loss,
job losses.
business
Yes.
closing.
Yep.
You
The
understand?
way we work
it just-
changed also because I work remote now due to COVID.
You feel what I'm
You
saying?
know what? Yep. And I've been remote ever since.
Yeah.
I've been remote ever since.
So it definitely changed the way we work.
Now, if that's the case and it changed the way you work, does that mean that companies that you work for are now making more money because they're no longer having to pay for office space?
Nah, but they still paying for those leases. They still paying leases on those offices.
That's what's tripping me out. They still have the building, but no one exists in them.
Well, here's the thing, though. Of course, so what about the ones that with expiring contracts, building contracts?
Yeah.
They don't have to read.
Those ones with the expiring building contract.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
And you're working from home.
Either way, the companies were not hurting because the government bailout, when the COVID hit, the government gave them companies X amount of billions of dollars or whatever just to sustain.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm quite sure most of that money is going on these leases on these buildings that they ain't using. Well, now since 47 is in office, he's trying to bring people back to the workforce, which that's one thing I kind of agree with him on.
Mm-hmm.
Just honestly, I agree with him on people need to be back at the thing. But again, COVID-19 was a horrible thing, and the effect was a lot of loss of jobs for a lot of people. Some people still not working. Ain't got back to work yet.
You ain't lying.
You know, so that was a big deal for, you know, I know America. I don't know what these other countries did because we don't even know what happened over there.
Yeah.
Was it the same thing in these other countries where these people lost jobs or whatever it was the case is? But it really did America bad.
It really did. It messed up the economy a lot.
For no damn reason at all.
Yeah, man, this was interesting, man. I didn't think, you know, I was like, I want to try this cause and effect, but we could talk about this all day, man. So I'm actually going to do a part 2 to this. Damn. Boy, this damn bus driver. This ass so rude. Dog. All right, fellas. Today, man, I'm actually not going to kick nobody off. I'm actually going to put somebody on. And he's a Texas man. This Texas man is going viral for creating his own social media app like Facebook, right? Shamari, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, sir. Shamari King, the founder of BU Social, a black-owned platform where you can do everything you do on IG and more. You can listen to podcasts like ours, the 52 Scott podcast, stream music, sell your products. So shout out to Shamari King, man. Hopefully the cause of you making this will make the effect make you bigger than Facebook. And with that, that's our show for today. Come back and join us for Black Friday. Peace.
This concludes our show for today, and if you haven't done so already, follow us on X at 52 Scott Podcast, also IG and Facebook at the 52 Scott Podcast. Also, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Black Friday.